What's up, Star Wars fans? Today I got an episode preview for episode 8 of The Bad Batch for you. It's certainly going to be an interesting follow-up episode to last week, but we don't have to wait long because this Friday, June 18th, episode 8 will premiere at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And although Disney hasn't been dropping previews for their episodes, when it comes to episode 8, we have a pretty good idea what's going to happen because of quite a bit of footage that was shown in the original trailer. And the reason we can match this footage to episode 8 is because it takes place on Bracca, the location for episode 7. So it makes a lot of sense that these clips are part of episode 8 and that episode 8 is just going to pick up directly after episode 7. We know at the end of episode 7 that the Scavenger Guild were actually contacting the Empire about intruders, aka the Bad Batch. But when it comes to these images, there is something that is kind of misleading. First of all, it seems like we have quite a few regular clone troopers, the traditional ones in all white, but we also have footage of Crosshair's elite unit as well. Perhaps the Empire sends regular clone troopers to investigate initially, and then after they make contact and they realize that it's the Bad Batch, that's when Crosshair and his elite squad swoop in. That certainly makes a lot of sense to me, because the Scavenger Guild probably aren't going to be able to visually identify the Bad Batch for the Empire, and we could even see a situation where the Bad Batch defeats the regular clone troopers, and then after the fact, Crosshair shows up looking very menacing to investigate what took place, and perhaps he finds some sort of hint as to where the Bad Batch might be going next. Again, this would all take place at the end of the episode, letting us the viewers know that Crosshair is now on the hunt for the Bad Batch. The only problem with that theory is we do actually see the Flame Troopers, specifically from Crosshair's unit, battling it out with the Bad Batch. The confusing thing is, of course, that we can't see Crosshair in that sequence, so perhaps he hasn't arrived on Bracca yet, and it's actually his stormtroopers, or proto-stormtroopers, that have that initial battle with the Bad Batch. And of course I could be totally wrong, and Crosshair and his elite stormtroopers are going to show up, as well as some regular clone troopers, in what will no doubt be an amazing showdown. And of course, after this fight, there is always the possibility that if the Bad Batch is able to capture Crosshair, they would be able to take him back to that med bay that we saw in episode 7 and remove his inhibitor chip. Now, in our community predictions video, I did say I didn't think that was going to happen yet, but it's always a possibility. That all said, I did want you to know I'm doing an episode review Friday morning of The Bad Batch, so make sure to check that out. And as I just mentioned, we did do a community predictions video where you, the community, gave me your predictions for episode 8, so I'll have that linked here in the cards. Check it out if you'd like. As always, I'm Mike. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.